Black Panther.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in danger.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. I know that it's difficult. I'm stacking this paper, it's sort of habitual. I put a residual and in your like it's part of my ritual, part of the visual. But money you give me it's typical. I wanted it physical. $1 million I count up in intervals. Without it I'm miserable. Don't wanna fall off, so I'm all in my bag. Thinking God like it's biblical. I know it's gonna solve every problem I have. I ball on the principle. Remember the teachers was all of my. Now look all of them pitiful. And all of a sudden I'm so good at math. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die. Uno, dos, tres. Big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give up if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give up if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Proceed with caution. I heard if you taste it, it only results in a hole in your heart. I take the whole cake and I won't leave a portion. It's only an organ. Thank God mama couldn't afford it. The loneliest orphan. I flip my misfortune and grow me a fortune. My rollie is scorching. The hated is slowly endorsing. Not coldly important. My beside me like Tommy and Martin. We ballin' your cotton. The with your like we turning your heart in. She don't need a. She from all of the money we countin'. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die.
It is NBA action on EA. The Phoenix Suns begin the game with the basketball. Fires the three. Misfires. It's no good. To Julius Randle. No good. Defense catching the break there. The follow won't go either. Into the front court. It's Booker. He'll run the offense. From the painted area, won't go down. To Davis. Oh, emphatic slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Anthony Davis sends it away. For three. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Holiday in possession. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. And the basket good at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Phoenix with it.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
To Booker. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Knocked loose. Mikal Bridges. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Shot from the lane won't go. Booker with it. They trail by 2. Mikal Bridges to Jackson. trying to cash in. Doesn't get the bounce. No, the Suns come up with the steal. Booker and Jay, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Anthony Davis with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nice pass to set things up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Booker. Over to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Nice finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Phoenix has the ball. And they call the foul. Out the breeze there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Crawford.
Substitutions.
Stanley Johnson rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Got it.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
To Davis. And the rebound taken down by the Suns. DeAndre Ayton to Crawford. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Holiday. To Crawford. Going to launch beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Kelly Oubre. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Holiday controls the basketball. 10-6 our score. With the flush. Taking on all comers. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Runner here won't go. To Holiday. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Fires the three, smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. So we're through one here at Smoothie King Center with the Pelicans on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Wins tonight. Everyone gets free pizza.
Deep right corner. Baseline drive. Crawford. To Jackson. Easy Easy path to the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Holiday to the basket, but the shot stays out. Not a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Jackson. He gets it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Holiday in possession. Up 5. For 3. Not that time. He misses. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the rebound taken by New Orleans. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
To Crawford. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Holiday. From long range. That's inside the rim. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Suns control the possession. Booker. Slam dunk. DeAndre Ayton.
We call that get your money, put it in the bank.
To Holiday. Beyond the arc for 3. Rebound for Ayton. Nice pass to set things up. Whoa! What a finish!
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle-dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Jackson. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Holiday controls the basketball. Lead stands at 7. No good.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
And Jackson able to grab the rebound. Tosses. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
To Stanley Johnson. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Anthony Davis. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The follow won't go either. DeAndre Ayton to Jackson. Josh Jackson above the rim on that.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It's Suns ball. Oh, he had it. The follow won't go either. Oh. 4-3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
dribble shot off the mark. Into the front court. It's Booker. His guys can hold. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
And draws the foul.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Nope, first one does not go. No good, missed them both. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
And that concludes our half.
All even to the first half of play as we get rolling once again here in the third quarter.
Wait on it. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
It's Phoenix ball. To Crawford. The drive, right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. And the Suns right there for the rebound. Crawford. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Lets it fly from long range. It's Ayton with the rebound. To Jackson. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Oops. He missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Oh, yeah, you've been working your craft.
Clark with it. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. The big man, Ayton, with the rebound. To Kelly Oubre. Nice pass to get things going.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
DeAndre Ayton. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Whistle stops play, timeout New Orleans, as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Frank Jackson, defended by Jackson. Josh Jackson pins it. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Looking for his man, flushes down the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
I got ball. It's all me.
Shot from the lane won't go. Sets him up. Could not throw it down. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. New Orleans has it. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. He's denied, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Davis off the mark to Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Davis. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Solomon Hill. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Booker with it. The lead stands at 9. Here's a chance from long range. To Davis.
Wow, maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Holiday. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Misses the first. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Devin Booker. Off the mark. No good. Davis to Holiday. Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Booker. Fires the 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
You gotta get that one to go. Into the front court. It's Booker. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Holiday to Davis. Can't connect. Booker with it. It's a 9-point lead. For 3. And the rebound taken in by Jackson. Holiday in possession. He'll run the offense. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, goes through.
Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Suns have the lead. It's the Pelicans with the basketball as we start the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
To Holiday. Runner here won't go. A Big finish at the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. Taken by the Suns.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Off the iron. No good. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
He got through traffic with ease, but if
To Kelly Oubre. Not that time. And too much contact.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 7.
Booker, pass to the rim.
Stepping in for the Suns. Number
Booker. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker, good closeout, still knocks it down.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Knocked loose to Booker. Mikal Bridges. From long range. And he buries it.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Alvin Gentry trying to make the most of this matchup. New guys coming on the floor. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And that's rebounded by the Suns. Beyond the arc for three. Steps out and hits.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Shaq Diallo sends it away. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. Finish that. And that'll get it out. Last touch by the Suns. Time for some new personnel into the game. To the rim. And counted at the rim.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working perfectly together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Suns with the basketball. DeAndre Ayton to Crawford. Jamal Crawford not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Off the mark on the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. Fires the three. Second effort. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Shaq Diallo with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. the offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Crawford. Jamal Crawford. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Time to shuffle things up. And the Suns secure the rebound. To Mikal Bridges. 4-3. Not getting the bounce. Slam dunk. DeAndre Ayton. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. Offensive board. A shot at the buzzer. It's the Suns. Shot at the buzzer's good. Not the greatest show of sportsmanship. An already contentious battle has now come to a close.
The Suns. On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
We got London on the track.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new host. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Aim is dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. And give back yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on us and I'm gon' hack. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Sacramento Kings. The Grizzlies secured the opening tip, and we're underway on Beale Street in Memphis. Deep two there, won't go. to Alec Burks. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley-Stein. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. The pass stolen by Sacramento. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Fox to the basket, but his shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Around the perimeter to Bradley. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Into the front court. It's Fox. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Ivan Rabb swats it. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Buddy Hield at the line for 2 shots. A career 86% from the line. Nope, first one does not go. He missed a pair of free throws. To Conley. Beyond the arc for 3. Steps out and hits.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Missed a wide open look. Conley into the front court. Up 5. Fires the 3. Good contest on the 3. Conley misses.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Bradley. To Conley. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Won't go down. Across the timeline, it's Conley.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. It's a big finish.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Goes to the left side. Hield driving, but his shot misses.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
To Barnes. The pass set it all up.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
To Conley. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jack.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Bradley passed it off. Harrison Barnes sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Harrison Barnes. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
DeLon Wright has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% of the line. First try, no good. knocks down the second after missing the first. It's the Kings now with the ball. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. It goes down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Nice pass to set things up. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Valanciunas. Has a chance. Now a shot by Bradley, no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. To Conley. Goes to the right side. Bradley. Almost unlucky bounce.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Conley into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. To Bagley. Shot from the lane won't go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through 1 at the FedEx Forum with the Grizzlies on top. Jay and I back with more. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They've played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
He throws it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
The assist from number 3.
Bradley to Conley. No good, and no foul. Knocked loose. Taken away by the Grizzlies.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Knocked loose. Picked up by Memphis. The pass taken away by the Kings. Can't connect from inside.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Knocked loose. Not a good shot there as he misses it. To Bradley. Fires the 3, and Avery Bradley good there on the quick release.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Bradley gets it at the top of the key. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks down the 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Jonas Valanciunas with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Bradley, offensive rebound, straight on look. He was hacked. They let it go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Oh, he had it. From long range, misfires. It's no good. Bradley to Conley. Lets it fly from long range. That's rebounded by Farrell. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Shoot. Shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Conley to Valanciunas. Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
To Bradley. And he's going to the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Mike Conley, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
Oh, you've been in the gym, huh?
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Valanciunas to Conley. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend. Alec Burks. Avery Bradley with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Bradley. Avery Bradley. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Beyond the arc for three. Not getting the bounce. Holiday in possession. The lead is 15. That's out. Last touch by Justin Holiday. Fires the three. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Count it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Alec Burks. And they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Number 0, Avery Bradley. That's his second personal foul. The Grizzlies are now serving a penalty.
Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Bradley. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Alec Burks at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip.
Number 2, the lad right.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Grizzlies didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Kings have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Sacramento Kings. And that concludes.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. De'Aaron Fox to Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Conley. To Bradley. 4-3. And it's Cauley Stein with the board. To Alec Burks. Jonas Valanciunas able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Count the basket. They gave him a look, and why not?
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Bradley, and the rebound hauled in by Barnes. Cauley Stein to Alec Burks. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Nice pass to set things up.
This just blows my mind. The lane was so open. It almost looks like the offense was trying to make the layup even more difficult than what it was. They look bored out there.
Buddy Hield rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Bradley to Conley. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant.
Knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Buddy Hield. De'Aaron Fox. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Valanciunas to right. Trying to cash in. And the rebound pulled in by the Kings. And the basket good at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He took the bait, and he hits.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide-open 3.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Buddy Hield at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15. Has a look. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Right with it. Looking to make something happen. To Conley. Curling inside. And count the basket inside.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender did.
Jonas Valanciunas pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Buddy Hield. Defense making the ball carrier work. Barnes. Nothing going here on that drive. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Nemanja Bjelica. Time to shuffle things up.
Number 6, C.J. Miles.
Memphis with the run.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Has a chance. Conley with a shot. Comes up empty.
You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Conley. Deep two there. Won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Holiday to the basket, but his shot stays out. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Count the basket at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
For three. And the rebound belongs to Sacramento. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter. The Grizzlies are way out in front. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Fires the three. Off the mark. No good. To Hield. De'Aaron Fox. Short jumper won't go down. The pass stolen by Sacramento.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
To Conley. Here's a chance from long range. Another chance. Jonas Valanciunas. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Kings have the basketball. Another chance and a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
And Mike Conley gets the three to drop.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
To Valanciunas. Conley. Valanciunas buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Cauley Stein. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there. Utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Barnes. Gets toughness right there. physical inside, gets it to go.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Conley into the front court. His guys up by 15. Lets it fly from long range. Good contest on the three. Conley misses.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Bradley. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Nemanja Bjelica. He's got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Conley. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Holiday controls the basketball. His team on top by 13. Beyond the arc for 3. And Mike Conley at his size gets it away quickly and knocks it down from beyond the arc.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch. But great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Bradley. It was right there.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
From the outside, no good. Great look and vision. And it's Burks with the rebound. Fires the 3. That out of his range and no good. 4-3. And the Kings secure the rebound. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Good offense, beating good defense.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. And look out.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Grizzlies get the victory as they win this one handily.
The Grizzlies put one in the win column with a solid performance. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Kings didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track.
3-point shooting.
The Memphis Grizzlies were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with a loss.
Player of the game.
Jonas Valanciunas could not have been better defensively. The way he blocked shots and stole the ball today is what makes for an all-NBA defensive first-team player.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.
A rubber man.